The casting process for Candy Heart and the Merchant's Ghost has probably been my favourite casting process I've ever been involved in. We were really fortunate having Free Sprite on board that we were able to use their studio to host whole days of auditions. So we actually did 3 audition stages in this film because we wanted to be really sure that we were going to get the right actors. So we started with a video audition round, and we had something close to 300 videos that we had to watch from people applying to be in this movie. We narrowed that down even further, and we held some auditions in the Railway Hotel in Southend. And we then were able to do a final day of auditions using only select candidates at Free Sprite Studios in Rochford. We were really lucky with this film that we got lots of really good actors who applied for these roles. It was very difficult to make some of the decisions. I'll start a little bit by talking about Luke Hunter, who we chose as Kyle. Originally, we had actually been looking at an American gentleman for the role of Kyle, and Luke kind of surprised us because he kind of came in out of nowhere, almost as a bit of an underdog really, because he wasn't originally what we'd been looking for, but we were really impressed by his ferocity on the role. He played Kyle in a way where you could see that Kyle was really determined to win back Candy. You can see that he's really determined to prove himself, and we thought that he would actually play the role in a way that makes the audience really root for Kyle and feel sorry for him. We chose Marissa Hussein to play the role of Sunny because of all the people who auditioned, nobody quite captured the fun-loving, free-spirited way that we wanted Sunny to be. Marissa brings this wonderful energy to the role that it just makes her instantly likeable. You believe her in every scene that she's in, and you really believe that she's trying to pull Candy along. You believe in that friendship between her and Candy, and that Sunny is almost exasperated by having to constantly try and provoke Candy to have some fun and let her hair down once in a while. Dave Gardner as Ryan Coolidge was actually the easiest role in the film to cast. I had worked with Dave in theatre beforehand. He's a tremendous actor that I have a lot of respect for, and we sort of wrote the role of Ryan with Dave in mind. And he came in for his audition and he literally blew everyone away. He left the room, and I remember looking to Luke, our director of photography, and there was no question that he was born to play Ryan Coolidge. Benton Hodges is another actor who I've got tremendous respect for. He's quite prolific within the local Southend theatre scene. He does multiple plays per year. He's always busy. So it was quite flattering when he read the script and decided he wanted to be part of this project. He's a perfect fit for the role of Harry Eastoft because he's able to take a character that could, in the wrong hands, be very, very unlikable and add just a little bit of charm to the character as well as an element of vulnerability. Even when Harry's being arrogant or not taking anything in the film seriously, there's a vulnerability in Benton's eyes that makes the audience sympathise with the character just a tiny bit. We had a lot of really strong actresses who contended for the role of Denise Eastoft. It was very flattering. But we went with Emma Galliano because really we loved the Ice Queen vibe that she brought to the role, and she got the role from the moment she walked into the room. She just came in this manner where straight away you were like, this is Denise Eastoft. Feasibly, she looks like she could be Benton's mother as well, which obviously is very important when you're casting characters that are supposed to be related. We are absolutely honoured to have Emma on board. Casting the role of Candy Heart was obviously vital to the success of this film. It's the most important role in the film. The entire film lives and dies by choosing the right actress for that part. We had initially thought we were going to cast somebody older and get them to play younger, just because we've worked with teenage actresses before, and sometimes there can be issues there. They're inexperienced, they're maybe not as committed to a project as you hoped they would be. However, Faith really impressed us with her professionalism and her determination to win the role. She learned multiple scenes for her audition. She never once questioned why we were asking her to do things again and again and again. And she really impressed us throughout the 3 stages of the audition. She really fought up from an underdog position because we had originally gone into the final round of auditions almost certain we were going to go with a different actress, and as we repeated the scenes over and over again, I recall there was this specific moment. We were in the Free Sprite studios, Duncan was working the camera, and we were doing a scene where Sonny, Candy and Kyle first arrive at Eastoft Manor, and there needed to be this relationship between them all where you could tell they've been friends for a long time, but there was also this tension between Kyle and Candy, and also this element of Candy didn't really want to be there. And as we were doing that scene, I remember just looking at the monitor, and that was when the first little moment of doubt crept into my mind, and I thought, actually, I think Faith might be right for this role. And having picked Faith and now worked with her and done some scenes with her, I am 100% confident that we made the right choice. She has done everything we've asked of her with a smile on her face. She has really thought about this character, and she has taken the character in a direction that we hadn't initially counted on, because you can never quite get someone to match exactly what you want in your head, and that's a good thing, because filmmaking is a collaborative process, and she really has taken this role and made it her own and taken it in this sort of direction that's got a harder edge than I'd initially looked for. And it's fantastic, and it's exciting to see everything that she's doing with the role, and I'm so happy that we chose to go with her.